Okay, we're good to go. So I don't know whether we should wait for anyone else. How are you doing, Mum?
I'm fine, but I didn't know whether I could tell anybody else to log into it.
What do you mean?
So that they could watch you.
Oh, I see. You can. You could send that email to friends, but
I told Anne Mason, but she said she doesn't do apps or anything. She doesn't do anything. And then I've just had a call from my friend yoga teacher, and I thought I could send it to her.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You could, but it might be a bit late now.
No, we won't bother.
Don't worry. Good. How did you manage to find the audio? Well done.
I just clicked on the top right-hand side of the screen where it comes up saying leave, and then that came on at the bottom. I don't know.
Okay, great. All right. Well, I guess just try and remember that. I don't know. It's hard because you're on a tablet and I don't know what you're doing.
No, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm getting better. Anne Mason's freaking out because she's having a new hub, which apparently she's got to have in London. You can't not have it. Yeah. And she's dreading it because she doesn't know what the thing at the back. I said, don't worry. I said, I don't think you have a card at the back now. I didn't with mine. She's freaking out.
Yeah.
So anyway,
well, there you go.
So I'm quite techno not phobe with her.
Good. Well, I'm glad it's getting better. There was another person who put going and loads of people that put interested, but here we are. 3 lovely people on Mothering Sunday. Ben, have you managed to speak to your mother in Australia?
I did, mate.
Yeah? How is she?
Well, it's not Mother's Day in Australia, so that was a nice surprise. So I called her up and I was like, guess what? You get 2 a year.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day. She loved it.
Oh, brilliant. That's a nice surprise for her.
Yeah.
When is it in Australia?
Now you're asking the question that shouldn't be asked.
Well, you might say that.
Is it a question for Google?
It was, I think it's already been. I seem to remember already having, let's say February. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, February. All right.
Oh, cool. Right. Well, here we are. Oh, John. Hello, John. Hi, John.
Hello.
Hey, audio's working too. Great. We've just had a little bit of an episode with Mum's audio, getting my mother onto Zoom. It's very exciting, but she's mastered it now. Great. Okay. Well, thanks for being here, guys. I don't know about you, but I am really sort of scrambled from what's going on. I've actually just been offered a job tomorrow in central London. So I'm sort of like, going through lots of thoughts about that. And I just thought it would be a nice relaxing thing to do some poetry reading today. So does anyone have anything they want to read just before I get started?
I could read my Barcelona.
Oh, please do read your Barcelona. No, I'm not joking.
I'm only joking.
No, I'm not joking. You've said it now.
Will I go and get it?
Yeah, do you want to start the session, Mum?
Oh, go on then. I don't mind.
Great. Totally was not expecting A, for my mother to log on, or B, for her to read out this wonderful poem that she's written.
I'm excited.
I'm very excited.
Now, the thing is, this has to be read properly, and I haven't read it for a while. And I just have to explain one word in it. The word Mo is alluding to Mo Farah.
Ah, Mo Farah.
This is on the second line.
May I suggest that you put your glasses on?
I will in a minute. Just
okay.
Oh, God. Hang on. Just a minute. Right.
Do you want to give any context, Mum?
I've got more poems here, so I'm just...
Oh, great. But do you want to give a bit of context about how this came about, maybe, for our...
Oh, yes. Okay. Well, Barcelona. Daughter and I went on a holiday to Barcelona about 3 or 4 years ago, probably 4. And because we had to run for the flight, and I had no socks on. I got a blister, and we hadn't even started the holiday. I ended up with blisters all over my feet. So it was all to do with what shoes I was wearing that day, what shoes I was wearing in the evening, and it was all, the Barcelona was all about my feet, basically. So it's sort of that. And I just did this poem. You don't have to find it funny or anything. I'm just laughing because I'm nervous. Should I start?
You'll be great. You'll be great.
Should I start it?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Well, it's like an audition, God.
No,
right,
it's
okay.
not at all.
It's called Barcelona Con Blisters. You and I are the only ones that will find this funny.
I'm already laughing. I'm already laughing. It's great.
My daughter thought we'd missed our call, so to the gate we ran like Mo. I called, "You run, I'll catch you up," and then it came a blistered toe. Even though I wore my flip-flops, that are really full ones back, I should have known my dancer's feet would come to haunt me and attack. I dread, oh God, hang on a minute. I think, sorry, I might have got it in the wrong order. Anyway, okay. I dread the mornings when Tamaryn wakes. "Bon dias, Mum, how are your feet? I know I have to face my fears. Which shoes today for my plates of meat?" You see, after walking on sand and tiles, I've accumulated many more blisters. My feet are beginning to look and feel like a tapas of potato fritters. Oh, joy of joy, the sea it beckons, the salt it will do them good. You must be joking, I said in pain. If only my tootsies could stand the pain of the rain in Spain that makes them med so deep. Have you ever tried to reapply plasters on sandy, oily feet? My poor daughter, she was so patient as every day I struggled to laugh and smile as the show goes on, as my feet became more puzzled. Off to the flamenco show we went, loved to have had a go, but with the clicking of heels and castanets, for me it was no go. We both thought Barcelona great and left with grand dismay. My feet were always the talking point, but Spain was tops, ole.
Olay indeed.
Sorry, I suddenly turned the page and I thought, oh, that's not the right page, so I've mucked it up there a bit.
Oh, don't be silly, it's fine. It's what a treat. I haven't heard that for a while.
It is funny, although I say it myself.
Which makes it even funnier, the fact that you're like dead proud of it, which I love. Like, it's great.
I've never written a poem or anything before. It just makes me laugh every time.
Yeah, it's impressive, really, that that's your first ever poem.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Well, perhaps then we shall continue on the slightly silly front. I thought of doing some Spike Milligan because I love him.
Oh yeah.
Yes, this is a bit of an ode to Dad because he brought me up on Spike Milligan and all that kind of silly comedy, you know, Fawlty Towers and all the rest of it. So blah, 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 blah. I have a whole website here. Right. Well, that one's too silly. It's too silly, but okay, never mind. This is a silly poem by Spike Milligan. Said Hamlet to Ophelia, "I'll draw a sketch of thee. What kind of pencil shall I use? To be or not to be?" It's only short. Okay.
Yes, good.
I must find a classic. This is definitely a classic. I hope you've heard of it. And if you haven't, you're about to. On the Ning Nang Nong, where the cows go bong and the monkeys all say boo, there's a Nong Nang Ning, where the trees go ping and the teapots jibber jabber joo. On the Nong Ning Nang, all the mice go clang and you just can't catch them when they do. So it's Ning Nang Nong, cows go bong, Nong Nang Ning, trees go ping, Nong Ning Nang, the mice go clang. What a noisy place to belong in the Ning Nang Nong.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. I've heard that before.
Yeah, that I think Dad's definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
Little. Do you guys know any Spike Milligan?
Not offhand.
No.
I recognise all the ones you've read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try another one. Let's try. I don't know how many of these are kids and how many are just for everyone. I suppose they're all for everyone anyway. Look at all those monkeys. Okay, let's. Look at all those monkeys jumping in their cage. Why don't they all go out to work and earn a decent wage? How can you say such silly things, and you, a son of mine? Imagine monkeys travelling on the Morden Edgware line. But what about the Pekingese? They have an allocation. Don't travel during peak hour, it says on every station. My gosh, you're right, my clever boy. I never thought of that. And so they left the monkey house while an elephant raised his hat.
Oh, that's lovely, isn't it?
It is.
I like it.
Now, which other one did I see? Oh, Granny. Granny. Through every nook and every cranny, the wind blew in on a poor old granny, around her knees, into each ear, and up nose as well, I fear. And all through the night the wind grew worse. It nearly made the vicar curse. The top had fallen off the steeple, just missing him and other people. It blew on man, it blew on beast, it blew on nun, it blew on priest, it blew the wig off Auntie Fanny, but most of all, it blew on Granny. These are very silly. What a wonderful thing to do with your life.
I know.
Well,
have you got any what's the name?
Yeah, that one.
Pam Eyres. Pam Eyres. Eh?
Who?
Pam Eyres.
Pam Eyres. I'll have a little search. How do you spell Eyres?
I think it's Eyres, I think.
Okay, let's have a look. Pam Eyres.
I like the one about I wished I'd looked after my teeth.
Okay.
But she has done a new book, and there was one about going out for dinner. Or no, there was one about her giving a dinner party. Oh my God, that was funny, and having to prepare all the food. That's really good.
Oh, okay, right. Wait, dinner party.
It's a new one.
Okay, I'll see if I can find it. Because sometimes the internet is amazing like that. No, that's not coming up. Let's see if I can do the teeth one. Okay, let's see if this will come up. Oh, I wish I'd looked after my teeth by Pam Eyres. Oh, I wish I'd looked after my teeth and spotted the perils beneath. All the toffees I chewed and the sweet, sticky food. Oh, I wish I'd looked after my teeth. I wish I'd been that much more willing when I had more tooth than the filling, to pass up gobstoppers and respect to me choppers and to buy something else with me shilling. When I think of the lollies I licked and the licorice all sorts I picked, sherbet dabs, big and little, all that hard peanut brittle, my conscience gets terribly pricked. My mother, she told me no end, if you got a tooth, you got a friend. I was young then and careless. My toothbrush was hairless. I never had much time to spend. Oh, I showed the toothpaste all right. I flashed it about late at night, but up and down brushing and poking and fussing didn't seem worth the time. I could bite. If I'd known I was paving the way to cavities, caps and decay, the murder of fillings, injections and drillings, I'd have thrown all my sherbet away. So I lay in the old dentist's chair and I gaze up his nose in despair, and his drillet do whine in these molars of mine. To amaglum, he'll say, for in there, how I laughed at my mother's false teeth as they foamed in the waters beneath. But now comes the reckoning. It's me they are beckoning. Oh, I wish I'd looked after my teeth. Very good.
Isn't it? The dinner party one. You can't find her latest book.
It might be that if it's on sale at the moment, you can't get it online because you'll want to make that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Look, we've actually only got 10 minutes left. So I'm going to press on because I want to read some Rumi. I'm being selfish. I want to read Rumi and you have to listen, but you don't have to. You can leave at any time. You are
What's
free beings.
what's Rumi?
So, Mum, Rumi is a very, very old poet, a Sufi poet. So I'm just going to crack on because they're longer. But I like him. They're very sort of philosophical, and just he paints great pictures, and yeah, there's just some lovely imagery there. So I have had a look at a few, but this is kind of a bit of sight reading too. So please bear with me. And maybe now we can sort of take a bit of a breath, relax that nervous system a little. And in again, and out through the nose. Oh, if a tree could wander and move with foot and wings, it would not suffer the axe blows and not the pain of sores. For would the sun not wander away in every night? How could at every morning the world be lighted up? And if the ocean's water would not rise to the sky, how would the plants be quickened by streams and gentle rain? The drop that left its homeland, the sea, and then returned. It found an oyster waiting and grew into a pearl. Did Yusuf not leave his father in grief and tears and despair? Did he not, by such a journey, gain kingdom and fortune wide? Did not the prophet travel to far Medina, friend? And there he found a new kingdom and ruled 100 lands. You lack a foot to travel, then journey into yourself. And like a mine of rubies, receive the sunbeams, print out of yourself. Such a journey will lead you to yourself. It leads to transformation of dust into pure gold. Okay. This is I am wind, you are fire. Rumi. Oh, you who've gone on pilgrimage, where are you? Where? Oh, where? Here is the beloved. Oh, come now, come, oh, come. Your friend, he is your neighbor. He is next to your wall. You, erring in the desert, what air of love is this? If you'd see the beloved's form without any form, you are the house, the master, you are the Kaaba, you. Where is a bunch of roses, if you would be this garden? Where? One soul's pearly essence, when you're the sea of God. That's true, and yet your troubles may turn to treasures rich. How sad that you yourself veil the treasure that is yours. Be lost in the call. Be lost in the call, Lord, said David, since you do not need us. Why did you create these two worlds? Reality replied, oh, prisoner of time. I was a secret treasure of kindness and generosity, and I wish this treasure to be known. So I created a mirror. Its shining face, the heart, its darkened back, the world. The back would please you if you've never seen the face. Has anyone ever produced a mirror out of mud and straw? You clean away the mud and straw and a mirror might be revealed. Until the juice ferments a while in the cask, it isn't wine. If you wish your heart to be bright, you must do a little work. My king addressed the soul of my flesh. You return just as you left. Where are the traces of my gifts? We know that alchemy transforms copper into gold. This sun doesn't want a crown or robe from God's grace. He is a hat to 100 bold men, a covering for 10 who were naked. Jesus sat humbly on the back of an ass, my child. How could a zephyr ride an ass? Spirit, Find your way in seeking lowness like a stream. Reason, tread the path of selflessness into eternity. Remember God so much that you are forgotten. Let the caller and the called disappear. Be lost in the call. We are as the flute, and the music in us is from thee. We are as the mountain, and the echo in us is from thee. We are as pieces of chess, engaged in victory and defeat. Our victory and defeat is from thee, O thou whose qualities are comely. Who are we, O thou soul of our souls, that we should remain in beside being thee? We and our existences are really non-existent. Thou art the absolute being which manifests the perishable. We all are lions, but lions on a banner. Because of the wind, they are rushing onward from moment to moment. Their onward rush is visible, and the wind is unseen. May that which is unseen not fail from us. Our wind whereby we are moved, and our being are of thy gift. Our whole existence is from thy bringing into being. I'm skipping a deathbed one in these times.
Yeah.
This world which is made of our love for emptiness. Whoa, what does that even mean? This world which is made of our love for emptiness. Maybe we'll find out with the poem. Praise to the emptiness that blanks out existence. Existence, this place made from our love for that emptiness. Yet somehow comes emptiness, this existence goes. Praise to that happening over and over. For years I pulled my own existence out of emptiness. Then one swoop, one swing of the arm, that work is over. Free of who I was, free of presence, free of dangerous fear, hope, free of mountainous wanting. The here and now mountain is a tiny piece of a piece of straw blown off into emptiness. These words I'm saying so much begin to lose meaning. Existence, emptiness, mountain, straw. Words and what they try to say swept out the window, down the slant of the roof. I don't know about you, but I'm getting sort of a bit of reincarnation from that one. Anyone else? Sort of like going back into the void. Yeah, that's quite beautiful. I like that one. I'm a fan. Let's see. Ooh, this one at the bottom. They all say Rumi, well, most of them do. And then this one says Mystic Odes. Mystic Odes. That's exciting. Wish I was called Mystic Odes. Maybe I'll call a cat that. Mystic Odes. And it's not got a title. The drum of the realization of the promise is beating. We are sweeping the road to the sky. Your joy is here today. What remains for tomorrow? The armies of the day have chased the armies of the night. Heaven and earth are filled with purity and light. Oh, joy for he who has escaped from this world of perfumes and colour. For beyond these colours and these perfumes, there are other colours in the heart and the soul. Oh, joy for this soul and this heart who have escaped the earth of water and clay, although this water and this clay contain the hearth of the philosophical stone. Ooh! Well, I must say, I really like that one. Anyone else? You can put your audio on if you like. Do you know?
Yeah.
You know.
That was my
I
favorite.
can't hear any of you.
Yes, that was nice. You can't hear me?
That's weird. Or there's a chat, you can write in the chat, but why can't I hear you?
We're all talking.
Yeah.
I'm off mute. You all look like you've got your microphones on.
Is your speaker on?
It's a Zoom mystery. However, we are at the end of the meeting anyway. Ben, that was my fave, the last one. Me too, apart from obviously Mum's Spanish poem, which was a corker. Okay, thank you so much for coming.
Okay.
You're all great, and maybe we'll do this again. I'm going to be starting reading a book tomorrow, Monday and Thursday for adults, Tuesday and Wednesday for kids. It's all on the same group event page. And you might want to tune in because the chapters are standalone. So you don't have to keep following. You can just tune in for one chapter and live the rest of your life. But yeah, thanks so much for being here and have a wonderful evening. Lots of love.
Thank you.
And this is the awkward bit where I have to find end meeting. There we go. Bye.
I don't know how to do it.